products, he has created a unique, one-of-a-kind delivery system. It's called XDS. It's the thing that allows our products not just to get through your cell walls, but deeper through the walls of your mitochondria. It's the thing that allows your body to use our products like nothing it's ever used before. We can actually increase your mitochondria because of the delivery system. We're the only product line that can do it. Look, it's not a Me Too product. It's a one-of-a-kind product line. You only get it from this company, and people only get them from you. That's why we're on this call. To hear more about all of this, I'm going to turn the call over now to our CEO, Roger Hill. Roger, take it away.
Great to be with you, Dale.
Great to hear your voice. You're coming through loud and clear.
Outstanding. And once again, so great to be with so many of you joining us from wherever in the world you happen to be today. You know, every week at MoreMito, we have health and wellness calls that give us an opportunity to address various health topics that are important to you. In recent weeks, we've talked about a number of things. We've talked about how to reboot your brain and stop that memory fog, addictions, ADHD, and so on. We also talked about inflammation, aging, disease, and diet, okay, threw some mitochondria in there. This week, we're talking about how to recover from strokes, kidney failure, heart failure, all of those, or avoid them altogether. That's our topic. But before we get into that, let me introduce you to us, particularly if you're new. Maybe you haven't been on very many of these calls. You know, we're a nutraceutical company. Someone may have told you that. We're noted for making some profoundly effective products for people and their pets. The reason for that is some very special science that our scientist, Dr. Devin Elliott, who's been my partner since 2015, created. I think he's pioneering a new way to make all of us healthier. Here's what he wants to do. He wants to increase the amount of energy that your cells produce. Why, oh, why does he want to do that? Well, because everything takes energy, and your body is no exception, right? I mean, everybody started out earlier in life with a lot more energy than you have right now, chances are, because you had a lot more of what's called mitochondria back then. That mitochondria, that's that part of your cell that produces the energy that your body runs on, you know? And let me tell you how important it is. Let's say all your mitochondria in your body right now were to stop working. Here's what would happen. You would die. Okay, that's how important mitochondria are. Okay, now, what do we want to do about all that? Well, what we want to do about it is help you grow it back, because over the course of your lifetime, you have been losing it. You've been losing it when you got various diseases, like COVID, for example. If you got that, it exhausted and killed a lot of your mitochondria, and chances are you did not get them all back. High blood pressure, diabetes, things like that we're going to be talking about today, they also exhaust and kill mitochondria. Such that by the time you're about 60 years old, throw in the environmental causes and whatnot, you'll probably be down to about 50%, about half of what you had at its peak when you were a lot younger, okay? On your way to about 5 or 10% if you live to 80 or 90. Now, what we want to do about that is grow those back, and to get that done, Dr. Elliott has created a special new technology that did not exist before. It's called XDS. That stands for Exponential Delivery System. What's it doing? It is reorganizing the molecules of all the ingredients that you see on our product labels so they don't just get in your bloodstream, others can do that, but rather all the way into your mitochondria, which, by the way, are thousands of times smaller than your cells are. So this is a breakthrough, and no one else has made it, okay? Now, this technology and put it in our product line. That product line is called UltraMito, as in ultra mitochondria. And that's what Dale's going to come back and talk to you about. Dale.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, we've got 4 products. The first one is called Rejuvenate. It's our topical cream. It's for your skin from head to toe. You put it in your hair, massage it in your scalp, and it's for anything that disturbs your skin. That could be a scratch, a scrape, a cut, a bump, a mole, a blemish, anything. We've even got testimonials in the back office of the impact it's had on severe varicose veins, on stretch marks, cellulite, even the lines on your face. And it works like it does. It achieves what it does, because it doesn't just sit on your skin. It soaks through your skin, soaks down to the bone. That means it helps with your ligaments, with your tendons, with your muscles and your joints. And I'm talking about your back joints, your knee joints, your hips, your hands. And listen, if you or anybody you know has a condition in your hands or your feet that can start as tingling and become incredibly severe, you're going to find Rejuvenate becomes your go-to product for everything I just mentioned and more. Listen to the extensive testimonials in the back office. They're astounding. Next, I want to talk about Restore 3.0. It's our first third-generation product. Dr. Bevan has truly created something incredible using a base of two ancient superfoods, olive oil with olive leaf and black seed. They've both been used for thousands of years because of the benefits they provide to the human condition. They mentioned olive oil in the Bible. They found black seed when they opened King Tut's tomb. But Dr. Bevan has taken several elements and uses them in a unique way with olive oil. He uses several elements to tune up and detoxify your cells while increasing your mitochondria. Now, that is unique to us. That's what sets us apart. That's our name, MoreMito, short for mitochondria. Dr. Bevan is realized that we've all been losing mitochondria our entire lives. You're lucky to have 50% in your 50s or 60s, maybe 10% in your 70s and 80s. It's the fuel source to your body. Dr. Bevan found a way to restore that level of mitochondria back to the age when you were a kid, and guess what happens? With the restoration of your mitochondria, your body starts to work again the way it used to, the way it's meant to, the way it did before life and the environment started tearing your body down. And he uses black seed. Black seed is to increase your energy, but it's on a cellular level. It's steady, it's strong, there's no jitters. It's not like a hit of caffeine or sugar that gives you a shot of energy followed by a deep valley crash. Cellular energy is steady. Imagine starting and completing a task without a need to sit down and rest, or the disappearance of your brain fog, or maybe something strenuous like a long bike ride with a short recovery time. What it means is with cellular energy, you can live life again to its fullest on your terms without a need to stop and rest and watch it all pass you by. And I've only mentioned 2 of the 44 ingredients Dr. Bevan has blended to create Restore. The blending is critical. Dr. Bevan will tell you, if you take a handful of vitamins, you're lucky if a third isn't a complete waste, overpowered and canceled out by other things in that handful of vitamins. Everything needs to be in the proper proportion to work correctly, but then, of course, it takes XDS for your body to use those ingredients like nothing it's ever used before. Look, this isn't a case of just putting ingredients in a pot, stirring them up, and pouring that into a bottle. It takes 8 weeks to make a bottle of Restore. It's like making wine. There's a process, and the results that come from Restore 3.0 are astounding. Next, our third product is Renew Brain and Body. Some of the ingredients Dr. Bevan needs us to intake to increase our mitochondria can't be delivered in a liquid base. They have to be delivered dry. So we created these small capsules to give us these final remaining ingredients. Renew Brain and Body stands on the shoulders of Rejuvenate and Restore and helps with blood flow in the extremities, in the legs, helps with the blood flow in the brain, helps with firing of the synapses in the brain, and the disappearance of brain fog. It's an astounding product, and those 3, that's the triad of products to increase your mitochondria. Now, our 4th item is critical for some of the most beloved members of our family, and that's the pets that we own. Pets also have mitochondria. Animals have mitochondria. Gosh, fish have mitochondria. The thing with pets, if you've seen a dog that it looks hobbled, can hardly walk, can hardly make it up and down the stairs. You may have a cat that's laying around, become lethargic, hacking up fur balls. Look, animals are closer to all the bad things in the environment, the chemicals on the rugs when we clean them, the things we put on the lawn to make them grow. Animals are even allergic to many of the same things we are, and they suffer. If you want to bring a dog quickly back to puppy stage and a cat back to kitten stage, increase their mitochondria with Petlife. it's quick to see the results, and it's gratifying to your heart to see your pets bounce back. So 4 items: Rejuvenate, Renew, Restore 3.0, and Petlife. There's nothing like these 4 products. To hear more about what they can do, I'm going to turn the call back over to Roger. Roger, take it away.
Thank you, Dale. How to recover from stroke, heart, and kidney failure, or avoid them altogether. That's what our topic is today. And this has been the topic of discussion, debate, back and forth between Dr. Dan Soloway and I. You know him as a regular on our call. He's out of Oklahoma City, where he's done radio for decades, doing podcasts now and whatnot. So Dr. Dan, you know, we got to back this thing all the way up. There are underlying causes for all this failure. Every time I ask you what the leading cause of death is, you say heart failure.
Right.
Right behind that, okay. And in between, you got the stroke and the kidney failure, but they're also connected. So go right ahead, help us out, enlighten everybody. Bring them in.
Yeah, actually, if you add up cancers and all the other forms of death, heart still is more than all the others added up together. That's how most of us die in one form or another. But it can be brought on by different things that lead to it. Now, high blood pressure, if you're a regular listener to this, you already know how damaging it is to your kidneys, to your heart itself, and to the rest of the body, to your brain, to everything. And it can bring on the stroke. And we're going to talk about that in a second. And then diabetes, elevated blood sugar, is going to cause inflammation within the blood vessels, and is going to cause the blood pressure to go up. So it's extremely important that we get our blood sugar under control. And one way is through diet and through exercise. When you cut the carbs down and start eating leafy greens and things like this for your carbohydrates, but not starch and not grains, and things that are high in sugar that break down in 20 minutes. You eat a piece of bread, even I don't care if it's whole wheat bread, it's higher. It will affect your blood sugar faster than white sugar will, and eating the same equivalent grams in white sugar. So there's certain things we have to become aware of and how to eat. We do a lot on that. But and exercise, getting out for a walking program, getting into the zone 2 level, where you're a little bit short of breath, but you can still talk, is ideal for burning fat, but also really good for increasing nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a major key on bringing down removing the cholesterol out of the arteries, opening up the blood vessels, getting more blood flow, keeping your heart healthy, keeping your brain healthy, all that. Nitric oxide is fantastic. And it also kills pathogens. It oxidizes a lot of the pathogens in the body. Sunlight, I didn't know till recently. You get out at the same time you're trying to get vitamin D, which is also very important, which is your shadow has to be shorter than you are tall. So usually around, if the sun's directly above, 1 hour or on either side of that is ideal. And you need your short sleeve and your shorts on to get enough exposure to the sunlight. Well, that also increases nitric oxide. And some doctors say that might be even more important than the vitamin D. So get out in the sunlight. Hydration. That when you first get up in the morning, they say is the most deadly time for heart attacks or strokes. Because when you've been laying all night, the blood pools and you're dehydrated. So they say, when you come from a laying position to sitting up, be careful and then start drinking some water. Dr. Joy was recommended drinking 16 to 24 ounces of warm water first thing in the morning. She was thinking about in terms of the bowels. I'm thinking about in terms to get the blood flow hydrated. Because the blood vessels, the red blood cells sticking together is another way. There's 2 ways you get heart attacks. One is the cholesterol calcium plug that builds up the line of the artery. When there's inflammation in the blood vessels, instead of that cholesterol, which forms a lot of wonderful functions, the LDL that they say is bad cholesterol, is very essential for your hormones and for your cell wall and everything. But when it's been inflamed, it's turned into a sticky BB up against the blood vessels. And that will harden the blood vessels and make them where they lose elasticity. And you know what? When you're summer, when you're watering your lawn and you have a hose that's getting brittle and water's starting to leak, well, that's what a stroke is like internally. But also the stickiness of the red blood cells. Now, and minerals are very important. Potassium, magnesium, a little copper keeps the red blood cells apart, as well as electrolytes and hydration. Dr. Batman-Gela showed that drinking about 6 ounces of water every 30 minutes, or maybe 8 ounces every hour. He lowered blood pressure. He lowered a lot of things. He said when there's not enough water, the blood vessels start tightening up, trying to make sure they can get the blood to the far extremes of the body. But when you hydrate it, then it flows easily and it opens the pipe up, basically. So you got to do that. You got to get out for a walking program. If it's only 20 minutes after you eat, that's a good start. It'd be great if you get up to where you're walking an hour 4 or 5 times a week, or 6 or 7 times a week if you can. Or like me, I have a stationary bike. I like to bike and watch the news and get on my bicycle. Cut the sugars. Avoid, that's the main cause. And cut the hydrogenated seed oils. Extremely dangerous. They're just as bad for you as sugar and starches. Both of them are inflammatory to the body. And those are the basic things that you need to do to avoid having a heart attack. And then taking the MoreMito Restore, in my recommendation, taking 2 or 3 milliliters 4 times a day, because that black seed and olive oil, as well as some other things in there, are very good at helping the body make the blood vessels flexible again, helping remove that plaque. So I think it's very, very important that you use that, but use it throughout the day. Okay, Roger, I'll give it back to you.
Okay, name some of those hydrogenated seed oils.
Okay, soy oil and corn oil, common cooking oils that we need in the fast food restaurants. Love it. That's one of the reasons they're so dangerous. And then safflower oil, sunflower oil, which surprised me, canola oil, peanut oil, and cottonseed oil. Cottonseed oil is usually used to soak nuts in, but it's really an industrial lubricant for machinery. But they had excess, so what do? Okay, they soak the nuts in. Those are the main ones. Look on the back of a package. It will sometimes they hide it, but it will say partially hydrogenated or hydrogenated oil. Those things are like they pry open the cell wall and cause all kinds of damage. Omega-3 oil will knock that out. So will olive oil, I believe, and the black seed oil. But other oils are good too. That can be very good for you. Coconut oil, I think, is very good.
Okay.
So those are the oils. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Dan. Didn't want to leave people unenlightened about those oils. Okay. This is an important topic, so we're going to connect all these dots. We started with talking about the end conditions of stroke, heart, kidney failure, all that. You can back that up to those major underlying causes he just mentioned to you, the blood sugar, the blood pressure, and so forth. It's going to track back, though, to how you've been eating. That's why we wanted to call out all those things, including those bad seed oils. And they're all about the damage to your mitochondria. We're going to stay on that thing. We have the technology to bring it back. That's why we don't focus on diagnosing, treating, or curing diseases, right? Our focus is on what we believe to be the higher concept, which is regrow your mitochondria, give your body back that youthful energy at the cellular level that it needs if it's going to repair you in the best way. Now, James Clark really needed that. When he had a stroke, he had high blood pressure, you'll learn, for years, for a decade, like many of you, ignoring it, or at least not doing enough about it, okay? The consequence was he got strokes, he got all the stuff you're about to hear about in this interview. James, what were your health concerns before you met us?
Well, I had heart failure, and my heart was, they were talking about changing my heart, giving me a new heart.
Okay, what were the measurements? Your heart function was down to what?
My heart function was also as low as 15% operating.
Talk to me about your heart measurement. You were at 15. What happened? How did it stay down there?
Well, right now it is 30 to 35%. You know, I am doing more activities now with it that high. And hopefully it's going up higher because, I've been taking the MoreMito every night when I get up, I get it, and every night when I go to bed. What really inspired me with this, I had one of the callers talking about their heart rate is going from 30% to 65%. And that's what got me interested, really, when I heard about it. I heard that.
Yeah, you want to be in that 50 to 70 range. All right, so you're able to be more active, do more things. What are some of the other things that you're able to do now that you wouldn't do before, would be really strenuous or uncomfortable for you?
Well, actually, before then, I haven't driven my car in about 3.5 years. I haven't driven. I haven't been behind the steering wheel.
Why was that?
That was because of a stroke that I had, and not including the 4 seizures I had in one day.
Okay. And what caused that? What was your underlying condition?
My heart condition and having the stroke, and then I got compromised with COVID. I had COVID with pneumonia. And plus I had the seizures. I had 4 of them in one day.
So there was no blood pressure or blood sugar issues or any of that preceding all that heart trauma?
Yeah, I had high blood pressure for like 20, 21, 22 years.
Those underlying conditions make
a
difference.
And that's what led to all the other conditions.
Correct.
Thanks, Jay.
Okay.
There you go with that high blood pressure, but there's more.
I'm blind
Keep listening.
on my peripheral vision on the right side. And I'm able just to see a little on the side. They told me I was going to be blind for my peripheral vision, so I'm working on that. I can see a little bit.
So prior to meeting us, you were blind in one of your eyes.
In my right peripheral vision.
Okay. And that started to improve?
Say that again?
And that started to improve?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It hasn't improved all the way. They took the test and everything at the VA, and they said, "Oh, you're going to be blind on that side. You won't ever see again." But I'm starting to see a little bit on the right side.
Okay.
The nurse practitioner called me for the doctor and told me about my blood. They gave me a blood test and everything and was checking my blood. They were saying my kidneys and everything was normal. And what I was going through, it was kind of messed up.
So how was it before? How not normal was it before?
They were talking about, my kidney operation was very low, and now everything is coming normal. The blood and everything turned out to be normal. Right.
All right. Thanks again, James.
Okay.
Okay, so if you have systemic inflammation and damage, what's not going to get damaged? It's going to damage everything, of course. And that's why you hear all this wide range of things that he and others are reporting that stroke did to them, okay, which was caused by the blood pressure, the blood sugar, all that stuff you heard him talk about. Now, at the cellular level, this is massive damage to your mitochondria. This is why they're so tired, they're having hardly any strength. How can you? When you're killing off the things that are providing it, and how can you expect your immune system to repair and fix you? Now, that brings us to diamond and what? So, you can have paralysis, right? Part of your body's not working because when that brain, that blood vessel in your brain broke, that's where it is. If it's a stroke, regular stroke, right? If it breaks in your eye, you call it an eye stroke. Okay. And if it was just a restriction, they call it a transient ischemic attack or a mini stroke. It means that things that need to get blood flow aren't getting them. And so those cells are going to die or malfunction or both. Okay? That can leave you with everything that you're going to hear Diamond and Wally talk about, including a double-digit A1C.
So Grace was telling me that you had ordered our product, and I guess while it was on the way, you had a stroke. So begin by telling me what your health concern was. What was the background before you that caused you to call us to begin with, and then we'll talk about what happened after you started using it.
Okay, I got sick and I lost my balance and had double vision. It's my speech a little. You can hear it now. You hear it. This is not how I really talk. I talk much clearer, better. So I'm able to walk now. Do things, but I still can't see the low rise where I want to because I get double vision.
Has anything changed? Have you noticed anything different since you've been using Restore and Rejuvenate?
I can see using one eye clear. I notice the vision better, and like paralysis in the arm. And I was using it on the arm, use it one time on the area, and then I noticed that paralysis wasn't there anymore. So I put some more on it. I noticed a fingertip on the right hand had needle filling. That was dimension, and that started going on the way. So I kept putting it on there. And my left hand don't have any needles fillings at all. I used to have A1C of 10.6, and then through health and not health, diet, I changed that to 2001 for like 5 years. So I'm using MoreMito 4 times a day on my lips, on my face, on my head. Also, one thing I found, I scraped my arm, and he scraped his arm. And really bad. MoreMito patient heals up fast. Heals up fast. When you're skin, you have scrape or something.
Yeah.
The MoreMito on that, it heals it a bit. I have not healed it this fast. Never.
It's a few technical issues.
Calling is only available via the text.
You've reached the MoreMito conference line. The call will begin in a moment.
Sorry for the technical
The conference
issues.
is in presentation mode. Your line is muted. This call is being recorded.
And that healthy level should be 5.6 or less. If it's higher than that, you have some form of a diabetic issue. Okay? Now, he was 10. If you're talking about double digits, that's heart attack and stroke territory, which is where he is, and which is how everything is getting damaged. Everything, everywhere is getting damaged. The only issue is going to be, well, which one going to fail first? Again, is it going to be an aspirin? Is it going to be a heart attack? Is it going to be kidney failure? Or is it going to be some of all of them? All right? So now we got massive systemic damage. We got to repair this. And we're stuck because the way the pharmaceutical industry works and the medical industry works, it will park you on medication in a home somewhere, and you will stay there for decades, nobody helping you, nothing going on, in which case you would be like Tracy and Anita that Sonia Harris introduced us to.
Pastor Sonia, go right ahead.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Roger, I had the privilege and the opportunity to share this awesome, phenomenal technology today with two individuals, and I'd like to bring them on the call. We have Anita McLean, and we also have Tracy on the call today with us. Anita and Tracy, go ahead.
Yes, good evening. I'm Tracy, and I am a post-stroke survivor, say that, from 2008, and I have been unable to have any fine motor skills in my left hand until today. The last 10 years, I had no fine motor dexterity in my left hand, and as of today, I can tap each one of my fingers to my thumb successfully. And I also, for the last 10 years, I've had a frozen shoulder with bursitis and also a torn rotator cuff. And I'm able to extend my shoulders completely after just one usage this afternoon with Pastor Sonia.
So Pastor Sonia rejuvenated your shoulder and your hand?
Yes, sir.
How long did it take from the
and she's
time
had
she
these
put it
results.
on until you got the mobility back?
It progressed over about an hour. I got
1 hour.
mobility in it about 10 minutes after she finished massaging it in, and over the hour, it continually progressed.
Yeah, that's remarkable. And how many years was it again you couldn't do that?
16.
16 years
Boy.
of not being able
What
to have
an
that
answer
use
to prayer.
in an hour after using the
Pastor Sonia,
product.
did you notice anything else? Did anything else
Building
you
that
want to add?
mitochondria up. Awesome.
Yes, I wanted to add Anita McLean is on the phone with her as well in the same household.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anita McLean, and I am 100% disabled vet. And part of my disability is I have arthritis in both my knees. And Pastor Sonia put the ointment on my knees, and first on my the right one, which is the worst one, and then she put it on the right one, and I've been able to move my legs and my knees and get up without trying to count to 3 to help myself get up without any assistance, and I've been moving around all day and still moving around with no pain.
100%
congratulations.
disabled. And now she's able to do that.
How
from
long
using the
again
product.
was it you couldn't do that?
Well, I've been disabled vet since 1990.
Disabled
And
vet
how
since
long after she
1990.
applied it did you get your mobility back?
In about 15 minutes after she
15
rubbed it in.
minutes, guys.
Yeah, that's remarkable. That's remarkable. This has been a good day
Not
for
being
you.
able to do it since 1990.
Oh, yes.
Applied
It
this
is.
and within
It
15
is.
minutes, guys. Building
All
your
right, thank you for
mitochondria
sharing
up
that.
is so important.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Tracy. Appreciate your time.
Wow.
it is a wow moment, right? Some of you
Big
are
wow moment.
dealing with things you've had for years and decades, and you might be that far away after your mitochondria is restored from being on a completely different trajectory with your health, right? Now, yeah, most of you, it's going to be a process. It's going to take longer than that because that's your body, not somebody else's, right? But this is progress you can make. These are steps you can take. If the first one is to restore your mitochondria. And like, what else do we talk about in this call, Dale? That's the whole deal. Okay. Now, we have so many of these strokes and heart failure episodes and vision issues, all the other stuff that gets damaged. Again, because of this mitochondrial failure, right? That's that part of your cell that makes that energy your body runs on. We isn't running very far or very well if it's getting beat up by all those things. and it affects your vision. Now, we're going to hear from Shirlene here in a moment. She had a stroke, some very specific vision issues. But I'm going to tell you something you probably didn't know, or unless you're a regular and you don't miss a call, okay? The world doesn't look the same to you as it did when you were a kid. Your colors were way brighter then than they are now. Why didn't you know that? You didn't know that because of how slowly it fades. And you've just been adjusting to it. But listen to what happens
mitochondria
when
all
you get
these
your
years.
mitochondria
You
restored,
didn't know it.
but you will have the option to do so should you choose to begin with this technology. Listen to what happens when that comes back.
Shirley, what was your health concern
Yeah,
before
about
you
that.
met us?
Well, I had a medical incident whereby I've had high blood pressure for a number of years. And I always thought that I could control it. I could eat better, I could exercise, I could take herbs, and I was failing miserably. I didn't know how bad I was failing because I continually ignored doctors' orders to get on some high blood pressure medication. I didn't want the toxicity from the medication in my body. So I just ignored and ignored and ignored. My blood pressure would continue for years to be extremely high. So last week, week before last, the blood pressure is so high, I busted a vein in my brain. And I had to go to the hospital immediately. I knew I was in trouble. I didn't really even know if I would make it. They ran lots and lots and lots of tests. My blood pressure was probably 254 over 125, something like that, extremely high. I only hope that more people can get it into their lives, get it into their cells, and rejuvenate those cells, nourish those cells, and it's feeding those cells. And I didn't know they were so starved. So I've been on it about a week. I have gained more strength, more energy, clarity, focus. I'm not as muddled brain like I was when I came home, initially home from the hospital. Things are clearing up. I can go through processes. It's all coming back to me. It's slowly coming back. Same with driving. But my memory is coming back. I can go to the store. I'm not so confident. And I can go to the shopping mall. And all the places I used to go and do things, that all came back slowly. It wasn't slow, actually. It's been about a week, a few days. But they were coming back. All those things I didn't used to take for granted, I never thought twice about. Having to think and focus, and I would lose my way to the restaurants I used to go to, the shopping mall. I just in the area, places I've gone to, and take me 5 minutes. Took me all the way around the town because I just was so lost.
Well, let me ask you a question. I got a question for you. I noticed that your skin and the circles around your eyes, but were there any changes in your vision itself?
Oh my God, yes. I had I couldn't believe how crisp colors became and how vivid they were and how beautiful everything is. I didn't expect that to happen. I think that was within the first 2 or 3 days. And it hits you like, it's funny, it hits you like, oh my God, look, I can see better. I'm not used to seeing this good. I'm not used to feeling this good. Yes, yes. I tell God, thank you for bringing this elixir into my life. I know it's not called elixir, but I think that's the only word God could come close to making me understand.
Okay, so yes, this isn't magic. This is mitochondria. Well, let me fix this. This is the magic of restoring your mitochondria. That's what it is, right? You heard her talk about she tried this, that, and other herbs and so forth, and you'll hear Dale say, there's any other thing. This is the only thing when it comes to regrowing your mitochondria. That makes all the difference. Your body just doesn't have the energy. It doesn't have that critical resource to make these repairs, let alone all the other nutrition that is there to cover all your organs to get this done, right? I mean, it's just not happening. And as you heard with the other ones, you can be bedridden, you can be deprived of a quality of life that is within your reach. If you would just regrow your mitochondria, and you got to roll in this, exercise and eat right, which is what we're going to talk about in part of the rest of this call. You got to own this, right? You ate your way into this problem. You ate your way into blood pressure issues, blood sugar issues. It's hung around long enough to cause all these dire consequences you're hearing us emphasize on the interviews I've been playing for you. Okay? Understand that if you will do your part, we're going to amplify those with what we're doing over here. Last week I told you that on the aging topic, every single pathway that exercise activates, our formulations activate, all the pathways that fasting activates, we activate. Now, we're not any substitute. They should be doing both. You should be getting your exercise so you're sending those signals that tell your mitochondria to naturally restore themselves, naturally maintain themselves, get rid of damaged cells, get rid of zombie cells and senescent cells and things like that. Your body's designed to do that. But if you go back in time, it was doing it historically the way we evolved because we went through all these feasts and famines. So it would clean up your act when food was scarce. When food isn't scarce now, you got a refrigerator. And then you got convenience food, and you ain't even had to go to the grocery store. You can pick up on a call and bring it to your house, okay? Our life has been made so easy compared to our ancestors, so convenient compared to ancestors, that we will literally eat ourselves to death, okay? Eat ourselves to death. And we've even had people who use our technology and admit, I thought I could pick y'all stuff and keep on eating like I was eating. And don't get any exercise. Because I heard y'all stuff make my body act like I did all that. Yeah, it does. But it's still not a substitute for what you need to do. Okay? Now, get it straight. We don't do conditions. We're not trying to take credit for God. All right? Our part in this is just the part by which we restore your mitochondria, and where we're honest with you and saying there's more to it, once again, that you have to hold yourself accountable for. How you eat, how you exercise. But you put it all together, boy, do you have something there. Boy, do you have something. So let me recap all this for you, okay? Then we're going to hear from Dale. Do we have our friend Mick McQuillan? Is Mick here with us today?
We do.
Okay. Well, let's go to Mick, because everything we're talking about has to do with pets, has to do with people, has to do with pets. Love to have our partner from Ireland, Mick McQuillan. Mick and Kate got an amazing business over there, Pet Sitters Island. He loves to tell you all about it. Mick, go right ahead.
That is absolutely right, Roger. I do love telling you all about it. Like myself and my wife, we do have an amazing business called Pet Sitters Island. And that business, its pure focus is about helping pet owners feel better about something that makes them feel bad. That's ultimately what we do. In fact, my job is to help pet owners feel like the best pet owner in the world by giving them a less hassle, less stress, guilt-free experience. That's all we do. And it's the reason why this Petlife product is just amazing, because I love it, because that's what it did for me. It helped me feel better about something that made me feel bad. And listen, if you've been here before, you've heard it. I know you have, but I'm going to share a little bit more. You know, like my dog Coco, she was 12 years old. She could barely get up the stairs. She's struggling. You know, she's just dragging herself up with her front legs. Her back legs are acting like stabilizers. She's not a small dog. She's a big dog. She's like 30 kilos. And, you know, watching this, oh, I just felt so bad. And then, you know, how does she feel? You know, she's still a happy self, right? You know, because she's just got all this love. And that's what we have for these pets. We just love them so much. And it was making me feel bad. And, you know, we've done other things. You know, we tried other things, you know. But we were looking. We were looking for something. And, you know, we came across this company. You know, we reached out to them. And I'm so grateful that they sent us this little care package. And we gave it to Coco at 10 o'clock one Sunday morning. And at 5 o'clock that night, she ran up the stairs. And both Kate and I were standing in the kitchen. We didn't believe it, right? But the next day, she's down in the bottom of the field. And I call her. Normally, she'd just saunter up, you know. But this day when I called her, she came running. She's galloping up, right? And I'm like, oh my God, this is incredible. I was turning to Kate and saying, oh my God, this is mad. But, you know, look, we love and to be honest, listening to this call, and you heard that lady, she's talking about a rotator cuff and all this kind of stuff, and you know, how quickly that happened. And you think, oh my God, this is just too good to be true. You know, and then I'm laughing to myself because I'm thinking, I had the same type of experience, you know, when I'm using the Rejuvenate and I'm rubbing it on my knee. You know, my knee's really sore. It's been sore for decades, you know. there one Saturday afternoon before the call, started rubbing it on my knee. You know, by 5 o'clock, you know, which is when the call starts for me, I could lift my knee to my chest without any pain. It was crazy. It happened that fast. I don't know how fast it's going to happen for you. But last week I mentioned, you know, Coco, and I'll tell you a little bit more this week. So back in October 2024, you know, Coco, she's, you know, what age was she? She was 16 maybe, coming into her 17th year. And guys, the vet called them mini strokes. She was having them once a week. And, you know, like, of course, you know, you have to go to the vet, you have to go to the doctors, nothing's wrong, you want to know what's going on.
Strokes, guys. They have the same symptoms
You know,
as
started having
humans
these
do.
little mini strokes. And, you know, they give us medication. And they went from once a week to once every 10 days. And Kate and I were, you know, we're still giving her the Petlife product. She gets it once every morning. We're just giving it once every morning. We spoke to the vet and we said, look, what can we do differently? And they're saying, well, there's nothing we can do. We can't give you any more meds. If you give her more meds, it's just not going to work. You know, she's on the maximum dosage. There's no other products we can give her. And, you know, we came home. We're a little bit disappointed. You know, we don't know what to do. And in the end, we just decided, you know, why don't we just double up on the Petlife? We'll give her it in the morning and give her it in the evening. And that's what we did in December of 2024. And Coco passed away in January of this year. You know, she was well into her 17th year. And from December 2024 to January 2026, she didn't have another mini stroke, not one. Now, I don't know. You know, look, I'm not saying that I know what happened. What I think happened was that the product, the Petlife product, was helping her body, you know, work even better with the medication, you know, and it's just incredible. And look, you've heard me say it before, you know, Coco, more years to our life, but it also gave her more life in her years. And I'm so grateful that we had that privilege and that opportunity. I'm grateful that we know this company. And I'm so grateful that we have products. I'm so grateful to Dale, you know, that he gets my products to me every month. I'm so happy that I'm on auto. Think about it, you know, and I get them, I share them with my friends, I share them with my family. I recommend you do the same. You know, bring people along to this call. You don't have to bring selling along to this call and let them hear for themselves. And if you're for the first time and you're not sure what your next step is, get back to that person who involved this call and ask them what your next step is. You know, maybe this is right for you. You know, what does Roger say? All you can do is mix it with your DNA and see what happens. You know, so look, I'm so privileged to be here. Roger, thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Bevan.
This with your DNA,
and thank you, Gail. Thank you, everybody. You know, who takes part in these because, you know, you made such a difference in my life. These calls are inspiring to me. You know, I look at it, I wouldn't want to miss it. Why would I want to miss this? You know, because it reminds me that better is out there, and all you've got to do is make that decision. Roger, thank you so much. I love you guys, and it's always a privilege.
Every Monday, 7:55 p.m. Central Standard Time, and every Saturday at 10:55 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Let me summarize
If you're in a different time zone, just
we're
turn
going to
your
hear
time
from
zone.
Dr. Joy. But you should be doing star 5 on your phone right now.
Or
You've got a question or comment
Stephanie.
because we're going to get to that right after the commercial. Now, here's what we do here, right? We don't make any attempt to diagnose, treat, or cure diseases. We have this higher concept, we believe, called restoring your mitochondria. Our scientist, Dr. Elliott, has figured out how to do that. No one else has. And when we do it with this special technology that he created, all these changes are possible, okay? Because we're just plugging into what your body has to work with already, just needed more energy to make it happen. That technology is in our product line called UltraMito as an Ultra Mitochondria. I'm going to highlight the products really quickly. The first one's called Restore. Its purpose is to repair your cells and regenerate your organs that may have failed or may be damaged. It's got 44 ingredients in it altogether. Part of them are restoring the mitochondria with oil-soluble ingredients. The other part is actually supporting all your organ systems. They have unique needs, your eyes versus your gut versus your brain. They all have these specific needs in which we're providing those. Then there's Renew Brain and Body, which are capsules which allows us to regrow your mitochondria with water-soluble ingredients, different than what's in Restore, right? And there's some additional ingredients in there that are brain-specific. Then we got this amazing topical cream or gel, right? It's all white, but you can put the Restore in it. So now you've got 44 ingredients from Restore hitching a ride on the transdermal, as in designed to carry nutrition through the skin, effects of this Rejuvenate. That's where when you got that specific
go on the Health Aware Show with
ache
Stephanie,
or
go on
hurt in a
playlist,
particular
and we
place,
show
you
you
can
how
just
to
put it
mix
right
it.
there, like I've been putting it on my knee today, okay? So anything that affects your hair, your scalp, or your skin, and we don't care what it is, bump, scratch, mole, you got a scar you have for a few decades, you tired of looking at it, just start putting that stuff on frequently and watch it fade away, okay? That's what your body's capable of, whether you knew it or not. Just put it on and try it. You'll see what I'm talking about, okay? Now, there's also a pet version of it. You heard Mick talking about a pet version of the store. It's called Petlife, all right? Got a pet, want to use it. It'll do all the things that Mick talks about and more. Now, we put them together in bundles because we don't have a product for this, something else for that, something else for the other. Everything we got for mitochondria, right? That's why every week we change the topic. We end up talking about the same thing because mitochondria affects them all.
Renew
Give you a
body
discount on
bundle.
those. It's the best way to do it, okay? Let's get everything going for your mitochondria so you can get everything going for you. Okay, it's that simple. All right, so the other part of this, though, has to do with stuff you need to eat. So in 3 minutes or less, bring some magic, Dr. Joy. Dr. Joy, you know you got that stuff, that magic oatmeal, that magical biscuits tea that's in share MoreMito info. Talk to folks about it. Give them the cofactors and stuff.
Yes, we are having a ball with this organic old-fashioned oatmeal. Well, we're going to say the magic oats, okay? And we are adding things as we go along. So you've got to get that kitchen looking great for helping you to heal your own body with the technology, okay? So, and you're going to find these recipes right in your back office. Go to MoreMito info, and you're going to find these recipes, okay? But let me tell you a little bit about these recipes, okay, and what the ingredients are doing. So we've been circling around Atlanta, Georgia here, bringing that magic oatmeal, and these people are catching on. So if you haven't caught on yet, hey, catch on, because it is working. So take a pot, throw a cup of water in it, throw in a half a cup of, let's say, oats, up to a whole cup. You're just going to bring it to a boil, and you're just going to cut it off in a couple of minutes and let it soak up that water. And that's almost all that you do. Now we're just going to start throwing the real stuff, the other part of the magic in the pot. Things like Ceylon cinnamon and vanilla. Let me tell you what they both do. They both increase circulation. And the circulation is very well needed. When you're thinking about a stroke or a heart attack, we've got to keep this blood moving, right? Well, that's what the vanilla does. It increases circulation. And the cinnamon, the Ceylon cinnamon, that's what it does. So you go ahead and throw your vanilla and your Ceylon cinnamon in there. And so what you want to think now, both of these also helps with as a double as an aphrodisiac. So you now know that the circulation is increased, because when blood pools up, that's when it can form that blood clot, okay? And that's what could cause that stroke. So we don't want that to happen. So yeah, throw your little vanilla and cinnamon, makes it taste good. You look forward to eating it every morning. Put in some turmeric powder, say a whole teaspoon, heaping teaspoon, grind a little black pepper so you can break it down and digest it well. And we are definitely going to put some pomegranate in it. So look for these things in your back office. Go to the store, get it organic, and let's watch the magic show happen. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right,
Magic
and that would
oatmeal.
be steel cut oatmeal in case you guys don't have regular oatmeal laying around your house. Okay. Check out the video that give you all the details we don't have time to go into on the call today. That's why we put it back there for you. Go to that share MoreMito info. Click on where it says share audio, videos, and docs, and just type in the word magic, and you'll find it. Okay? All right. Thank you again, Dr. Joy. So, with that, Dale Bonet with the commercial.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, you get these incredible products at MoreMito.com, MoreMito.com, then a / and type in your username and hit enter. You're going to be at your website. Now, you know it's your page because your name is at the top of it. So is your phone number. So is your email, even your WhatsApp if you put that there. And that's where you send people, once you've initially told them what you know, what you've experienced, what you've heard, they go there to read more about everything. They can look at the list of ingredients. They can read about XDS. They can listen to a short list of testimonials to, Archbishop Vince McCall and Ron Long from Spokane, lots of testimonials about things they may be experiencing. But most important, they can purchase from you. You can't buy from the company. They can only buy from a person. That person is you. They buy from your website and start their incredible medical journey as well. But listen, there's something else they can do. They can join you. Now listen, we've created a one-of-a-kind product line. You know that from what you've heard now. Tremendously unique, one-of-a-kind products to increase your mitochondria. But we created a one-of-a-kind company to support the product line. There's no charge or cost to join MoreMito. We don't charge you to tell other people about these products. There's no monthly fee to be here. The website I just described to you is free. We provide that to you at no cost so you can spread the word and let people know about these incredible products. And we hope that we don't even force you to buy products. We don't force you to be on auto ship. You've never seen a company like this. And that's why so many people decide to join in our compensation plan. Listen, we don't advertise. People hear about us from you, and we reward you quite well for sharing the message. If you join us as a recurring customer, then you're paid in Mito cash. That's internal money. You use that to buy your products, to pay for your shipping, even to send to other people. And of course, you get remuneration once we verified you're real. We've checked your phone, we've checked your email. So the first way you get compensation is by a referring customer, Mito cash. But you can upgrade. You can upgrade to a paid rep. The charge for that is nothing. You're probably seeing a pattern here. We don't charge you to be with us. You can upgrade to a paid rep. Now we send cash where you tell us to send it. Send it to your bank. Send it to your PayPal account, your Venmo card. You can send it securely to your bank knowing you're using the Stripe Connectivity's ACH system. That means you can send it to banks even outside the U.S. Very secure. And get this, we don't pay commissions once a month or once a week or even once a day. Every time somebody makes a purchase, your compensation is in your back office to use. Take it, use it, and send it to yourself with the way that you decide how to send it. We've got people doing withdrawals 3 or 4 times a day. You're in charge here, just like you're in charge of your orders, your auto ships, everything. We've given such control in your back office to you because, again, we've created a company like nothing you've ever seen to support a product like nothing you've ever seen. And we've got a support team. The phone number's at the bottom of your website. Customer service answers those phones 6 days a week, 10 hours a day. They've been answering the phone all day today. If you call and get a recording, that just means they're all talking to someone else. Leave a message. You'll get a call back. That scares some people. They can't believe they get a call back. You do here. So tremendous. We've done everything we can do. We've created a one-of-a-kind product. We've created a one-of-a-kind company. We've created a support team that will do anything to help you with any questions you've got, put people in, get the orders in. The only thing left to do then is the thing we can't do. we can't talk to the people you know. You are surrounded by people, especially with the conditions you heard about today, and you've got an answer to help them. Don't keep it a secret. Share with them. Your job is not to get someone to say yes. It's simply to let them know it's here. And that happens when you share the message. Roger, if I left anything out, let me know. I'm going to turn it back to you.
Might as well share something that pays you and that benefits
Hello, Roger.
you for longevity.
I'm not hearing you.
Sorry about that, Dale. I'm unmuted now.
That's okay.
You did great. I want to say something about the family of Handy Randy Howell, who went home to be with the Lord. And yesterday, I was with them all day. At the funeral, at the burial site, after he passed. What an amazing family. Those of you who know him on that call, Handy Randy Nation, it was just such an amazing thing. I've known him for 30 years. And he's the kind of guy that always tried to help somebody, use that technology to help people. Just totally outgoing, had a lot of kids get their first job, get into school, do all of this. Just an amazing human being. So keep him and his family in your prayers. They will need support over the coming days. Okay. All right. So
yes, definitely go out to his
with
family.
that,
He's very awesome. We
again, *5 on your phone.
from time to time.
If you've got a question or comment, we're going to get to that momentarily.
Definitely the person that helped a lot of
Okay.
veterans.
And
We're going to help
why
the
don't we
show
start with
Stephanie. You'll
Pam
hear his
Harvey
testimonial on there as well.
in New Jersey, the caller ID says, Dale.
All right, Pam, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Hi, you guys. I was calling. I wanted to ask. Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We hear you great. Go ahead.
Yes.
Are you able to hear me?
Ma'am, we hear you. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, well, when you were talking earlier about health and eating and trying to stay away from carbs, I wanted to ask about sweet potatoes. And there's an increase of sweet potatoes in my household right now, and I just wanted to know if that's if there's some thing that when it comes to sweet potatoes that is considered part of the carb family, or is that one of the healthier foods?
Okay, so it's not like carbs are inherently bad and disastrous. It's like all things in moderation, right? You need some carbs, and you can't totally avoid them, right? But the problem is that because of the way we get our information from commercials, okay, largely, we have gone where we got all this snack food around, we got all this processed foods and whatnot. That's a problem, okay? I love sweet potatoes. I will eat a sweet potato from time to time, So, again, sweet potatoes not bad. But anything, it's like what we were saying there about what as good as water is, it won't stop you from drowning in it, will it? So just bear that in mind, Just do things in moderation. You'll be okay. All right, Pam?
Okay, thank you.
So too much of certain
Great
type of
question,
foods
Pam.
can
About
turn into not being healthy for you.
Is that Wanda Collins in Charlotte? Am I getting that right?
Wanda, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my question is have you had any experience with anybody taking this product that had sickle cell anemia?
Unfortunately not. It's been reported that some people with sickle cell are taking it, but I haven't gotten any reports back. Okay? So,
meaning no testimonials.
My assumption is this, that anybody, including people who are sickle cell concerns, are going to get healthier. Because that's, in general, what regrowing mitochondria does. Their body's going to work better like everybody else's does. We'll have to find out exactly how it plays out with that specific condition or beyond that.
So that means if you have sickle cell and you've been on the
because
product, we need your testimony.
You want the
so
cells,
you can share it.
Is what you want to improve is the cells and, the sickle cell patients have, the red blood cells. So I was just wondering if you're okay to take them along with the other medications that we're on.
Yeah, there's generally not been any counterindications in general about it at all. And we have people on everything, blood thinners, this, that, and the other medication, right? I mean, there will be occasions in which the doctors leading up to some procedure or for some other reason they may have will say, don't take anything or don't take this specific thing, okay? But other than that, no, it's fine. Take it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, great having you on.
All right, thank you. Great question.
Yeah, so we got this wireless caller Dale from Quincy, Mass. Caller ID says they can enter 7850.
Yeah, wireless caller, give us your name and ask your question. I've unmuted you. Wireless caller, ending in 7850, phone number. Are you there?
Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can. What's your name?
Uzo is my name. In Brockton, actually. Brockton, Mass.
Great, go ahead.
Okay, good. Thank you. My question is that I appreciate the knowledge that we've gotten about the product, and I'm interested in the one where something about having a high A1C, which I have. And I wanted to know exactly the product. I'm new. Yeah, because I'm trying to be proactive in terms of because my A1C was like 19.7, and I just wanted to know.
Your A1C is 19.7.
Yes, sir. No joke.
Wow. Okay, so this approach of regrowing your mitochondria works on several levels that relate to what you're talking about. First of all, by regrowing mitochondria, you're going to have more mitochondria available to take blood sugar out of your bloodstream and turn it into energy. And that energy can be used to repair yourself with, okay?
Correct.
And we've got many examples of, you heard some of them today, okay?
Yeah, I heard some last
got
why. Yes.
Yeah. So that's just how it is when your body has the right stuff, to do it with, and obviously that's what the whole formulation is about. So for you, it's as complicated as get on it and take it, right? Plus, you heard last week, you heard this week, get yourself in an exercise routine and start eating right, because you ate your way into that. You don't get that high without eating like that, okay?
Correct.
So,
yeah, for sure.
Last week we went in more detail, Dr. Dan and I, about how this process of regrowing your mitochondria makes your body more fat burning efficient, right? That's why a lot of people get on it without even exercise at all. They lose weight. Why? Because their body got better at burning that fat they got, okay?
Right.
But if you'll take advantage of what the formulation is doing, and you will exercise as well, and you will maybe even throw in some intermittent fasting in there, time-restricted fasting, where you shorten that time between the first and last meal. Fast, you can get down to 16-8, meaning that you keep your eating window to 8 hours or less. That's because your body works in shifts. When the let's go build stuff shift is working, mTOR, it's not repairing stuff, okay? That pathway is turned off, and vice versa. So you need to give your body more time to do the repair by restricting eating, because we just put stuff in our mouth all the time, right? And AMPK can't that shift can't come on, right? Because you're telling your body, do some more, take this food, take that. You see what I'm saying? Can't do it. So if you'll sort out how you're eating your food, you add to it some exercise, we're going to amplify all of that in our formulations. See what I'm saying? That's how you're hearing people get this dramatic result. They lost a lot of weight. They get their way in heart failure, man, and heart rate double, all that. That's what's happening. Okay?
Correct. Got you. I got you.
So get on it, man. Get that ordered if you haven't already. And give me a call and let me know how you're doing, okay?
Thank you very much, sir.
Exactly. Keep us updated.
All right. Yeah, that's a tough one there. Okay, Linda Miller in Atlanta, the caller ID says.
All right, Linda, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Good afternoon. Yes, I'm Linda Miller in Stone Mountain, Georgia. I'm calling. This is my first time, and Jacqueline Jones, told me I need to get on the call. I am fine. I have cone rod dystrophy. It's the eating of the retina rods. However, I only see white or black. So today is a white day. Yeah. And I'm calling to see how this will, not improve the eyesight, but give me a healthier eye so that when my sight, I'm expecting my sight to return. And also, since COVID, I have had episodes where there's uncontrollable, very vigorous shaking in my body. And it doesn't happen on a schedule. And the first time it happened, it took 37 pounds off of me in 30 days. Every time I have an episode, my body chemistry shifts.
Okay, so here's what's happening.
To know what this is and will help heal my body.
Let me respond. Your body's going to heal your body. We're going to feed your body nourishment so it can do that better, okay? But here's how it works. Here's how it's going to work. You get COVID. COVID has been exhausting.
I never had COVID. It just started that year.
I thought you said you had it. I'm sorry.
It started in the 2020. But
all right, fine. Let me keep it moving.
Okay.
Let's go to the cones and rods, okay? And Dr. Dan and I were researching which organs had the most mitochondria, and what we found is your eyes, the retina, where those cones and rods are, they naturally have the most mitochondrial density in your body, okay? Now, so that also means that when you have a disorder there, and we come with our technology to regrow them, there's a great capacity for repairing it. I don't know how long you've been on the call, but all three of you hearing people talk about their vision got better, stuff got bright, right? Eyes respond best because of such a high, I'll call it mitochondrial infrastructure. They have the capacity, those cells, to grow a lot of mitochondria. We're going to feed them really well and cause that to happen. I don't have a similar story for you to yours. This is the first time I've heard that particular condition. But because it's in the eyes, and eyes respond really well, I'm very optimistic for you. I would give this stuff a try. And as far as the neurological situation is concerned, you had a variety of those that people regrowing their mitochondria report a dramatic result with, tremors and things like that. So,
I was diagnosed in August 1995 that I would be blind in 10 years, and exactly in August 2005, I lost my sight while I was at job. So
I'm sorry we didn't get to you before that, but I'm proud to tell you that we have had people who have lost their sight regain their sight. Bishop McCall up in, not Bishop McCall, he's up in Philadelphia, Grace White, introducing us. He came to us having been blind from birth in one eye and literally couldn't see out of the other one because of a botched operation that cost him his sight in that eye. He could perceive light, but he can't resolve any images, right? Well, his sight started to come back. He started to see color. Okay? So there's a great capacity for restoration with your eyes, given that we restore your mitochondria. So by all means, give this a try. Let's see what can happen. Okay.
So will I call the person that gave me this information to place this order with her through her?
Create your free customer website.
Give you her website. It'll be MoreMito.com/a username that she has chosen, and you will log. Someone will log you on. I don't know how, or you can call customer service.
Okay,
They'll give.
What's your name? What is your name?
My name?
Yes.
My name is Roger Hill.
Mr. Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, my Mr. Hill, my brother has 2 plastic hips, and he groans all throughout the night.
Okay.
And I wonder, I don't know if I'll be able to afford it. Should I get it for him as well? because they say there's nothing else they can do. The bone in his right, on the apparatus on his right hip is growing like tree branches.
Okay, so we've had people who've had hip replacements, knee replacements, and so forth be so glad that they got on our technology. When I do that mobility call, there's one particular guy. He was playing football when he was in high school, and they broke his leg bone right above the knee, and it never grew back right. And he had problems years and years and years later. Ended up getting knee replacement. Knee replacement always bothered him to the point he had to walk with a cane. Okay, he couldn't, move like anybody else does. He's not going for any long walks. Yes, on our technology, he couldn't go to the post office and get back home before it was feeling better.
Our technology.
So again, it'll be a process for everybody. But the first thing I got to do, if I got any concerning situation, let me regrow my mitochondria and see what my body's going to do.
This is how you
That's
regrow
really what it is.
Okay, because he was track star. He did the hurdles, and this is the result.
I used to do hurdles.
So if you've been an athlete and you're genetically predisposed to having more mitochondria, chances are, okay. So I think that bodes well for him also.
All right, so I will
Athletes,
do
you
that.
need to get on it. If you've ever been an athlete or if you're
I
currently
guess
an
that's
athlete,
all I
you
do
need
at
to be
this
on
point,
it.
right?
Okay, Linda, keep us posted. Get back to that person. If you have any difficulties at all,
If you
call
know
out
an
that.
athlete, you need to be on it and get
take
the
down
athlete
the phone
on it.
number from the website?
Yes.
Can we say that to you? Okay, Dale.
Okay, can I record it?
509.
509.
You can do it.
509.
593.
Say it again.
Yes, then 509 593 3300.
Okay, and that number is for what purpose?
That's customer service. You ask, how can I place an order?
Okay.
If you have difficulty reaching your friend, just call customer service, and they will take your order and make sure that you're in the company and set to go.
Thank you very much. And I have to leave, but God bless this opportunity and your venture, and I look forward to hopefully giving you a great report.
Hey, thank you for that.
We're looking forward to that. Stay blessed, Linda.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. All right, I like these new names I would talk to, like Sam Irwin. I remember talking to him before, Atlanta.
That is right. I'm checking for Sam. I got him right here. Sam, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question. Number ends in 8833.
Okay, yes. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to share a testimony. So I got MoreMito for my son. He couldn't, academics, he's quite bright, but he cannot settle down to study. So from the first day he took it, everything changed.
So he couldn't settle down to study.
He's doing so well with his academics now.
Now he's doing better in his academics.
And then that's what MoreMito. Then I would like to talk to the person with sickle cell anemia. Before I knew about sickle cell anemia, I have a cousin that is an adult with sickle cell and had a lot of complications with ulcer on his leg that has not healed for the past 20-something years. So what naturopathic doctor told me to do was to give him omega-3. That would stop crisis, and that happened. Once he started taking omega-3, because she said it will pop out the blood, make it round, and then no more crisis. So since I've taken it for some years now, no more crisis. And then vitamin D3 and K2 and vitamin C, that helps the ulcer to heal. Then magnesium and all that helps the bone pain to stop. So that's what I did for sickle cell anemia. And I wanted this lady to know, that she could do safe. Thank you.
All right, thank you for sharing that. We have K27, D3, and so on in the formulations. You can get more. I do. So all that's good sound advice. Basic nutrition. Make sure you got it in place.
Yeah.
All right.
Importantly, omega-3. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's get that wireless call in Concord, North Carolina. That's where Richard Petty's operation is with the stock cars in Concord. It's down the road from Greensboro, North Carolina, where I went to school. Yeah. Who is that person?
Fantastic. Wireless caller, give us your name and ask your question.
Hi, this is Dawn.
Number ends in 30. Hi, Dawn.
Go ahead, Dawn.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm
moves a little
from
too
North
fast
Carolina.
sometimes.
I've been on the technology for 3 weeks, going into 4 weeks, but I had my brother order the product yesterday. He's had back problems. He's got kidney problems. He has a fistula in his arm. Now he has upper left lung blockage, shortness of breath, like he can't even walk to the end of the driveway without getting winded. Both his knees give out from time to time. Right broken toe, like he's a mess. So he ordered bundle 1. He's 198 pounds and 5'11". I just wanted him to take, I didn't know what dose to tell him to take. I know what's on the bottle, but for him to be able to start feeling better.
She's talking about the Renew Body and Mind bundle.
Okay, so the standard dose on the bottle be 4 milliliters a day on the Restore, 2 capsules a day on the Braiding Body, and as many times you can on the Rejuvenate mixture, putting it specifically where he needs it. Best practice, mix some Restore in it. But now, if I'm that messed up, quote unquote,
how to mix the Restore into the Rejuvenate Gel. Go on and help you show Stephanie.
I'd go get him another bundle if I could. At least have him double dosing, so he's getting 8 milliliters a day. And best practice is split those up, some early, some late. Okay. The only limitation on late is that some people can sleep like a baby when they take Restore. I'm not one of them. I have to move mine up early in the daylight before 6 o'clock.
I can sleep like a baby,
but
regardless what
I've gotten lately to have it taken a Brain and Body right before I go to bed. 1 capsule, and I take about 6 of them a day, or 6 to 8 a day already. Okay, so it's very safe. I call them all a high-tech salad dressing. Okay, that's safe. So you don't have to worry about taking too much. And I personally, if I double dose a day, it's because I missed one of my doses. So I'm typically triple dosing everything. It's totally safe. Because this is essentially food, right? And
triple dosing.
That's really good. And so happens it's got some special technology in it, but it's food. So it's safe.
The regular dosage of these 3 times a day.
Okay. Sounds good. Within 3 weeks.
And then using this as many times
my
a day.
eyesight, I had cataract surgery 2.5 years ago, but I didn't get the reading vision fixed, and I can see. It's still a smidget blurry, but I can actually read now without, just from using the Rejuvenate cream around my eyes every night. Every morning I put it on, and I'm able to see. I've had sore glute muscles, tight muscles, upper buttocks for 5 years. Within 2 weeks, the pain's gone. So I'm loving it.
Fantastic.
Loving
Thank you
it.
for letting me. I hope all the folks on here are appreciating all of this. Thank you, Dawn. Let's find out what your miracle's going to be. All right, so let's go. This is a hot button topic, man. We just trying to wear these down, and the calls keep coming. Okay. How about Ingrid Swall? Where else? Ingrid Wally, Florida.
Ingrid, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Hi there. Hey, everyone. A couple of things is I want to when I stir the Rejuvenate with the Restore drops. Is there any disruption if I use plastic spoon or stainless steel? I know sometimes there is, so I just want to make sure.
Take this,
or use
put it
wooden,
here,
bamboo. What's
put
the best?
top back on it,
How about we
and
don't
just
use
shake it
any
up. Exactly. Shake it up.
Pour it in the jar and shake it up. How about you don't use any of that? Pour it in and shake it up. Just shake the jar. It never made sense to me to stir it. Now I gotta wipe off what I stirred it with.
Shake it up.
And so
it mixes
it's simple. Just pour it in there.
Shaking
it. Close the jar back up. Shake it, and go with it. That's all I do every day.
It gets
but
messy.
If
My
I was
apologies.
going to use something,
I don't mean to challenge you.
Okay, if I was going to use a utensil, it would
She
be
said it gets
a metal
messy.
spoon.
How's it getting messy when
Metal?
you're just
That's what I
shaking it
tried
up?
with. Yeah, metal spoon, steel, stainless steel.
Oh, stainless steel, and it doesn't disrupt any of the ingredients. Okay.
No, doesn't do anything.
Okay.
And plastic probably doesn't either, but you got to be concerned about consuming all this plastic. So ditch the plastic, go with the metal, or just pour it in there.
Okay, got it.
Keep it moving, okay?
Okay. Second question, and this is more medical, or not medical, but different. When I first tried the MoreMito, the first thing, 24 hours, my floaters were gone. It's almost 3 months. They still haven't come back. I keep waiting for them to come back. And Dr. Joy is like, they're gone for good. And I said, okay, great. But anyway, the following day and the day after, I was
24
pretty,
hours of
I'm
using the
super
product, the
sensitive,
floater's gone.
very, very lightheaded, and almost to the point of dizzy and slightly, I mean, not really vertigo, but if it could have gone a step further, it would have been. Well, I knew that that product was working in my brain, and I was okay with it, but some people that recently tried it got pretty spooked because their nose got numb, and to the point that they were afraid that they were having a stroke. I personally knew that they were not, but that's not how you challenge someone or react with someone in their moment. So I wanted to respectfully just say, take a breath, drink water, this and that, and I supported her in a different way.
Thank you for that advice to her. Hear ye. Your body will use our energy to just start detoxifying you, okay? Sometimes it becomes uncomfortable, and if it's too uncomfortable, then just cut back the amount you're taking and let it pass, and then you can turn your dosage back up, okay? But that's actually a good sign, right? Your body didn't have a way to get rid of those until the energy turned up. Now, we can get this out. We can clean house now, okay? And so it's starting to do that. And to your earlier point, I was the same way. When I took Brain and Body for the first time, I was unsteady on my feet for like 4 or 5 hours. I mean, it wasn't like I was going to fall down, but it also wasn't like I was going to make any fast moves feeling like that. Okay? Because think about it. The formulations opens up circulation in your brain. You got this extra blood flooding in your brain that wasn't there before. We got to adjust to this. That's what your brain is doing. So give it time. You'll be fine.
Oh, I'm okay with it. That was just the first couple of days. I'm telling you, I loved it. I said, I knew this thing was working on my brain. I said, please do something. So, thank you so much. It's Ingrid, by the way. Ingrid Swales. How are you, Roger?
Okay, Ingrid. Let's change that in that caller ID there. Ingrid will be back. Okay.
All right.
All right. Awesome.
Great to have.
Thank you, Ingrid. Alfreda from Atlanta. Alfreda Williams, the caller ID says.
Alfreda, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
How are you, Mr. Hill?
I'm good.
Hello?
Good to have you on. I am good.
Good. Okay, well, I'll tell you my scenario, then I'll ask the question. I was diagnosed with pneumonia last year in September. And when I went back to the doctor in November, they said it was walking pneumonia. So they treated me again with a second round of antibiotics. And February of this year, I was hospitalized. I had pneumonia and influenza A and ended up in ICU for 7 days. My breathing was really, really, really bad. My heart rate was like 167. And I was in the hospital for a total of 9 days. I'm still on oxygen. I'm home, but I'm still on oxygen. And my neighbor down the street told me about the technology, MoreMito, and I started taking it April the 9th. And my breathing is much better. My heart rate, much better. My oxygen level it's kind of holding steady between 94 and 98, which is good. The only thing that I'm having trouble with is the fluid that comes out of my nose at night, and I'm still coughing. And initially, I was coughing up a lot of fluid and a lot of foamy white bubbles. But I noticed within the last week, because I listened to Alexander on Thursday, and I started doubling up. And I noticed within this last week, I'm coughing up, when I say extremely less white foamy bubbles, the fluid that I'm coughing up has diminished tremendously. And last night, I said, let me try the Restore just by itself and rub it on top of my nose, all on the side, because like I said, I'm on oxygen. So I'm really not supposed to put anything in my nostrils. So I rub it like underneath my nose, like, you know, as close as I can get it. And when I say my fluid release last night it was like a fourth of what normally comes out, because I saturate my pillow and my towels.
Right. So could I tell you what I think is happening there?
Yes.
So what you have is very inflammatory, and so your body is producing that fluid in response to that. But when you're on the technology that's regrowing your mitochondria, giving your body the option to reduce that inflammation, yes, the fluid should go down, shouldn't they? Because the irritation that the inflammation is causing is going down. So all you gotta do is keep that up, right? Just keep it up. You know, use the combination. I take a Q-tip, put that mixture on a blob on there, and suck it in one nostril, and then repeat the same thing on the other side. I would suggest you do that as well.
Okay.
And
so
you know, you're gonna breathe so well.
Take the combination of just the Restore.
No, take the combination. See, so I always put some of the Restore in the Rejuvenate. I got my jar in my hand right now. It's all orange because right. I mix it. Take that Q-tip, put it in there, suck it in like that. Do that. Suck it in like that.
You know how to mix it?
And if one of them is closed up, wait a few minutes. It's going to open up, and then do it again, and then it'll suck it all the way in. Okay.
And that won't hurt the oxygen?
No, it's going to help because it's going to open your nose, all your sinus, everything will open up.
Okay.
And if you have, Dr. Dan Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, Dr. Dan speculates that we
I was going to say that I'm on 3 liters of oxygen.
Yeah. Last week, I highlighted this. Okay, last week I highlighted this. When we restore your mitochondria, we're not just making more mitochondria. We're also helping your mitochondria get rid of the weak ones, get rid of the ones that should have been recycled, but because that is broken, you still got them laying around wreaking havoc with extra free radicals and stuff, right? So we clean all that up. We clean that up. Now your oxygen efficiency goes up, meaning you're going to get more oxygen out of the air you breathe because you have mitochondria now that are healthy. You can take it in, right?
Wow.
I played the interview with Franklin, who was a Marine, who, you know, super fit guy riding a 100-mile bike race who gets into some contaminant. He got fibrosis. Now he's going to walk around with a portable oxygen machine. He's like you, okay? Now.
Wow.
He could not go for a walk with his wife and daughter, and he had to turn around and go back home because even with the oxygen machine, he couldn't do it. But a day or so after he gets on these formulations, he goes and gets on his elliptical and straps for 20 minutes.
I heard that
oxygen level,
night.
Right?
I listened
oxygen level go down to 77. Now, what would you be doing? Yeah, what would you be doing if it was 80? You see?
Oh my God.
All because he took
I
the
just
product.
listened to, because I go back and listen to some of the other testimonials and some of the other calls that I missed. And that was one that I listened to last night that was specifically talking about the lungs.
There you go.
Oh my God. Wow. And something that another thing I did last week when I listened to you, because you always talk about brain and body. You know, that's your salad dressing. As a matter of fact, since I've been on the call today, I opened up 2 capsules, put it in a little glass of water, and I do that at least once a day. Although I take the brain and body at night as well. But I make sure I open up that capsule because it doesn't taste like anything. I thought it was going to taste bad, but it doesn't.
Okay.
And I put it in my water and I drink it. And it has really done me good. But the Q-tip deal, I'm going to do that while I'm on the call right now. I just wanted you to give me a little bit more insight because I got to have another scan on my lungs. And because the last scan I had, he said my left lung was very dense. But like I told Beverly yesterday, the lady that introduced me to the technology, I said, I already know when he do the scan, he's not going to see what he saw on the 11th because my body feels so different.
Yeah, it is different. It is different.
Well, Mr. Hill, I thank you for the technology. Dr. Dan, I thank you as well. I spoke to him last week. I was early on the call. I love the technology. I'm spreading the word. I just bought my second batch last week, and I got the one with the 2 bottles of Restore and the 3.0, the Rejuvenate. That's what I got. I got that one.
The second one, she doubled up
And
on
my
her
mom is there
Restore
too.
Oil.
I got
the
her on it as
Rejuvenate.
well.
This was the first bundle she
But
got.
I love it. I love
But because
it.
she's taking
this
this multiple times a day, she ordered a second bundle.
This is a life
2 bundles of the Restore Oil and the Rejuvenate Gel, so that she have enough to do what she needs to do.
All right. That will be a longer time.
That was
Thank
smart.
you.
Thank.
All right. So, okay, you see the value of being on these calls and then playing the recordings if you miss. Okay, let's just hint to the wise, okay? All right, so how about, I want Ron Long. I know you got something important to say. I want to get Ron Long on here before you have to leave. Ron Long.
All right,
Host
hang on
of
a
the
second.
child.
Ron, I have unmuted you, my friend. Go ahead. Hello, Ron.
Well, hey, I needed at least touch base with you guys. I ran out of product, got the shingles, in and out of the hospital, and basically I can say what happens when you stop taking all the products, get ready to die. So I'm needing to get an emergency double bundle, and then I'll be reporting all the returning of the things that used to be normal. I didn't, that all got healed and fixed internally with these products. And this is called, if you sort of not able to get it because you're in the hospital, and then shingles, which is the ultimate of, you might as well die, you hurt so bad, and all the medications you take trying to live.
Yeah,
and you can't be around people, so I'm giving you an update that as soon as I can get I'd say for both of you a double bundle, that I'm going to have testimonies of coming back from the dead, or almost.
All right.
So he wants a double
All
bundle.
right.
Ron, you'll have
Two
it Monday
bundles.
by noon.
Because he got it.
Just what Dr. Dan shared as well. He got off of it during his sabbatical. and his conditions return to, and we'll get you covered again, buddy, and we'll get them gone. Good to hear your voice, Ron.
Thank you.
I'll call you after the call.
All right.
Okay, buddy.
You should not get off of the product.
All right, get on it, stay on it. We don't make it mandatory, but auto ship will come in handy. Don't wait till you get the, I'm gonna go channel a little Richard on you. Don't wait till you get the rockin' pneumonia and the boogie woogie flu. Okay.
I like it.
So David McCullough in Riverside, California is on the line.
Tremendous. David, I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
Yeah, the website is very easy to use in the app. I like it that way. It's very simple. So a lot of apps are not simple. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm happy you like my design.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I like the product too.
Yeah.
He is right. The
but
website
being
and
able
the
to
app
get
is
in there,
very
find the stuff you
easy
need for
to
yourself, and be
use,
able to
and
easily
it's free.
transmit it to
Both of
someone
them.
else. That's what it's about, because we are seriously
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
trying to
I'm
reach as
sharing
many
with
people.
everybody I can.
Yeah, many people as possible, and make clear what can possibly happen. So thank you for that, David. Unless you have another comment or question.
Well, I'm okay right now. All right, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, David. Great
Okay.
input.
Great comment.
Let's go to Texas, see if we can hear from Martha Juarez.
All right, Martha, I have unmuted you. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm Marty from Victoria, Texas, and it says Martha Juarez right on the. Okay, so I just want to say I would start with more praise, more prayer, more Mito, and we did the more Mito. We started the more Mito. Let's see, like in October the 25th. No, October 25th. I received it 26th. We started it, and within 3 days, my husband was pain-free from decades of lower back pain because he got arthritis from his tailbone up. So from 3 days, he was pain-free and had been on medications for like 2 decades, and he's tried everything. He also had bulging discs, but he tried, from the doctors given narcotics, hydrocodone, Tylenol 3, 800 milligrams of ibuprofen, and some muscle relaxers. Even had an epidural, a gabapentin, and nothing helped him for like over two decades. But once he got onto the MoreMito, within 3 days he was pain-free. Then, every now and then he says, well, I don't think I need it anymore. And then when he starts to hurt, I was like, did you stop doing it? And so they'll say, so it's no. And so that was good, but he started it back up, and sometimes I think he just overdoes. But he had knee surgery because he broke his knee in several places, and his femur, and I think there was a fibula. And so they put plates on both sides of his knees, and plates and screws. And so the doctor was like, wow, he's 70 years old, and he couldn't believe how the healing process he was having. But he was putting more Mito before that, after that. And so after the 5 weeks, the doctor just couldn't believe how well he was doing, even from day one. He started being able to walk with a walker and all that. And they were just shocked that he was able to do that. So right now he doesn't use no
doctors couldn't do this for
crutches
her
or anything.
husband.
And so I praise the Lord every day for this
could
more
build that
Mito, because it
mitochondria
has
up, and
really
your body can
made
do
a
it.
big difference in how he's responded to the more Mito. And of course, we did mix the rejuvenator with the Restore drops. We did mix that, and that's how we use it. And then when I used it, it took a couple of weeks before I didn't have to use no cheaters, which those are reading glasses. So after I think it was 9 days on me, I didn't have to use the reading glasses or anything anymore.
No more reading glasses after 9 days of her getting on the product.
So I still use it, but my question now is, I went to a conference and I got shot with water with a what do you call it? a water gun because we didn't get the answers right. And I got shot with that water right in my right temple where it's always hurt from, I've had 3 strokes. So it's that right temple, every now and then I get a really sharp pain that just lingers there. But I hadn't had that for a week. And so when they shot me with that water right in my right temple, it like shocked me, like shocked my brain and startled me. And I was able to walk in before into that meeting. And then after I got shot with that water and that pain immediately started, I wasn't even able to pull myself up on the table. And so I had to have a lady help me, and I still couldn't. And then I had another lady. So there was 2 ladies that had to help me to the bathroom and back. And every time I was going to get up or go, I had to have help. So I don't know. I think it just shocked my body, my brain or something, because I've had problems with that since then. And, you know, being stable. I had to have been having help or something.
So let me respond.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me respond. So everyone should understand this, right? When you have long-term conditions like that, even though, like in the case of your husband, where the pain went away, all right? We weren't targeting the pain to start with. We were targeting just bringing up your mitochondria, right? So that starts the repair process. But because that pain went away does not mean the repair process is done, right? That's why you want to stay on this stuff. And as you hear everyone else, it makes a dramatic difference on it versus off of it. So I would say, get on it, take that Rejuvenate Restore mixture, put it in that area. I have no idea how it goes all the way to the bone and stuff like that. All I know is it works, okay? So start rejuvenating that regularly, and if you can increase your dosage, it would be advisable, okay?
Yes, but you're talking about increase the dosage in what?
Yeah, if you can increase your dosage of Restore and Brain and Body you're taking, in addition to putting that mixture of Restore and Rejuvenate mixed up more frequently, I think you will benefit from that.
Okay, so are you talking about my husband or myself?
I'm talking about both of you. I'm talking about both of you. You're trying to get over the thing on your temple, right? So take more and use Rejuvenate more frequently, is what I'm saying. Because you may need that to accelerate your progress.
Oh, okay. So take the Rejuvenate drops under my tongue then?
Restore oil.
Okay.
Under your tongue.
Restore it through oil, right? I'm saying you're already taking it under your tongue. I'm suggesting that would be your advantage if you could take more of basically everything. Take more Restore, take more Brain and Body. Use that Rejuvenate Restore mixture more frequently.
Right,
Because
okay.
Okay, I'm just saying, turn it up, okay? And because you had an unexpected trauma for an odd reason, so your body's telling you that it needs more.
Okay, so I increase the Brain and Body to 2 capsules 3 times a day. And then the liquid I haven't really increased more than the 4 ml, and the more Mito ointment that I mixed together like that, I put it all over my forehead and to my right temple, and then my whole face.
How many times a day though are you doing that? How many times a day are you doing that now?
Not do it like maybe 2-3 times a day, but it's almost like I wait till that pain hits me real hard, and then I put it. It's like after the fact.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. You want to be preemptive, okay? Put it on whether it's hurting or not. Maybe or 5, 6, 7 times a day is not too many. I probably put this stuff on my knee 3 times a day already, and it's worked. And it made a big difference. I have this sore knee from compensation from a stress fractured foot on the other side. And this thing has been aching me. I said, let me just go take my own advice. And I started doubling up on putting it on really thick and really often. I get up in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom, and laying it on thick again, okay? And as a result, I'm making progress. Along with my magic oatmeal, my magic hibiscus tea, okay, that's helping with general inflammatory. And my C-reactive protein, my A1C, all that stuff is good, just better now that I'm doing this. Okay?
Okay. So my next question is, since my right eye hurts quite a bit, and I was thinking of putting the pet drops in my eyes, because I had heard one time somebody was, it burned so bad. I did the other one, it burned so bad, and I heard somebody say that they did the pet drops, it didn't burn as bad because it doesn't have the citrus or something.
Okay, so let me clarify. First of all, we got great eye results before we even knew about putting it in our eyes. So make sure that you're taking that mixture, close your eyes, put it on your eyelids. I'm doing it right now. Both eyelids, do that. It'll soak in that way too, right? The advanced way of doing it, I'll call it that, is when you actually put the drops in your eye. But I don't want people to think that that is the primary way, or certainly not the only way to do this. The primary way is you to take it internally and then take it, like I said, rejuvenate mixture, as I've got my eyes closed and rubbing across my eyes right now. Do that frequently during the day. Basically, my rhythm is to try to put it on my eye at the same time putting it on my knee. It's easy to remember that way. And but if you want to step it up even further, use the drops. You can use either one. Both of them. One of them's going to sting, the other's going to sting like hell.
Sting.
Okay? So
this one's milder because it doesn't have the citrus in it.
But it'll go away quickly if you'll close your eyes. Right? It'll absorb quickly, and people have gotten good results that way as well. But I am concerned about sustainability. What will you keep doing? Right? Because these things, you need to do over a period of time. Okay?
Okay, so when you put the drops up, because it does burn, do we rub it around it or just let it sit?
No, you just put the drops to your eye. Like I'm leaning back in my chair, Callie to the side, so I can lean way back. And the drop goes out here right in the middle of my eye, like that glidden paint thing called, where the paint's trying to cover the world, like your eyeball. You see it cover your eyeball. Okay? Right. Close your eye very quickly, switch to the other eye. There's a couple of drops in there, that's all you need. Because this concentrate is going right to your eye. It doesn't have to go all the way through your bloodstream, and only a few molecules end up there. You put this right on your eye. Okay?
A couple of drops.
But if you do it,
one drop.
Yeah, if you do it often enough, after a while, you'll get comfortable with it. It's like everything else.
Okay.
All right. Call us back. Let us know how you're doing.
I will.
Good talking to you, Martha. Okay, Sam, did we talk to Sam? We talked to Sam Irwin already. Is that name still is left up there because we already talked to him?
We have not talked to Sam. Wait. Nope, we have not talked to Sam. Let's go check. Sam, I've unmuted you. Have we talked with you yet? 8833. 8833. I'm thinking we talked.
Okay. Well, let's go talk to Lily Franklin then. Lily Franklin.
All right. Lily, I have unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Hello?
Lily, are you there?
Yes, I am. I am talking about
Great.
the product as you talked to somebody that just came in that I'll talk to later. But the thing is, I have two friends, hopefully, that's listening that have problems. And some of the things that you've talked about already, they were really beneficial if they were listening. One friend that she had high blood pressure for a year, and I told her about the product. She just begun taking it last month, and they could never tell her what was going on, why she's having this pressure problem. But now she started taking this stuff a week. And I said to her, well, maybe by you taking that, just that short period of time, it showed them something. But now they say she has kidney failure. That's the reason for the high blood pressure. But it took a year for them to find it out. And I said to her, possibly after she said that she's taken 5 pills 3 times a day, that possibly this was something that caused the kidney problem. So she had just begun taking it, and now she had some kind of discomfort afterwards. And she's swollen up quite a bit. But some of the things that you said on the program in reference to the activation of things in your system after taking it, I thought possibly that was the unrest that she might have had. Hopefully she's on this call today, because I kept saying to listen, because with your explanation, she can get a better understanding of what might take place
I'm just hoping that she does not just jump and run before she, take a little bit more of this. So my thing today is for other people. So if she's taking this and continuously take it, I don't know about her situation. What do you think?
I think she got to take more of it more regularly and then call me directly. You know how to get in touch with me. You got folks who can do that if need be.
Okay.
Let's get her through this. If they're having a crack, you're swelling up like this because your body's not getting rid of those toxins. You're in kidney failure. Okay, that's very dangerous. So there's a lot of practical things, dietary things, and so forth that Dr. Joy, Dr. Scott, Dr. Dan, and others can tell you. We need to find out what she's doing, not just about taking our stuff, right? We keep telling everybody that. We can't fix everything from our side. You got to do something on your side with respect to exercise, reasonable diet, and that kind of thing. There's lots of stuff that you should.
About calling you, and now she said, well, that day she was feeling really bad, and if she's listening, I just want to hear your say before I tell her.
Reach out, call customer service, customer service pass those on to me, and I call people back. Okay, you can always access me that way. All right?
I have another.
If I don't call you back, I'll get one of the other people to call you back. Go ahead.
Okay, the other friend, she has had a problem 2 or 3 years. She's been losing weight. They had to always do a stretching of her esophagus. Her daughter should be on this line with her because she cannot dial any phone. And she's lost most of her weight. She must weigh about 80 pounds now. But they have to puree her food because she can't swallow. So the daughter said she will not be able to do the pill. But I said if she could get started with the oil, maybe
open up the capsule and sprinkle it on the food.
So then they should be on here listening. They probably don't want to talk.
There's ways to get stuff in your system.
I'll talk to them afterwards. But would that just be a good idea for her to have this oil put in the food and start from there?
Yeah, so, right. So let me just say this, because we got a lot of calls to get to. Life doesn't come in cans. It comes in cans. As in, I can put it on my skin with that mixture and everything, if you have a problem. So I put it all over your skin. So you have mother dementia, put it on the skin all the time. Bottom line, you gotta get it in as the best way you can, as frequently as you can. And you gotta do these other things that are sabotaging you potentially with your diet, with your lack of exercise. Please do the whole thing, our part and yours. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much to all of you, Dr. I can't even think of names. You know who I am, so I'm going to be calling you.
All of them. Okay. Bevan, Dr. Dan, and Dale, and all of them. Okay?
And all of you. Everybody's been so good, and I want these to be helped. And I'm going to get off because the girl just came in I hadn't seen for a long time, and she's having some of the same problems. And I'm just going to let her listen if you guys hang up. And we're going to carry on from there. Thanks again, and have a great day. I love you.
Great.
All right.
Thank you, Lily. It's great to have you.
So Lily's well up into her 80s, possibly going on being nice. You can go out and play basketball with your kids. I don't know if she's going to slam dunk anytime soon, but she can put it through the hoop. Okay. All right. So how about Melvin Arnhem?
Melvin, I have unmuted you. Go ahead, my friend.
Hello, Roger. Hello, Dale. Thank you so much. As usual, great call. Wow. Exactly what I've been talking to some of my team members about detoxification. Thank you so much for that, Roger, because I've been telling a lot of people on my team, what you see, smell, hear, sense, whatever, think detoxification first, and go in the back office or your app and listen to Dr. Dan talk about detoxification. So thank you so much. It means a lot. So thank you for that, because I've been hearing different things, and it just helps so much how you explain it and mention. And I always tell people, listen to every word that they say on the call. Learn about other things that maybe you don't even have. And then lastly, Roger, I just had one question, if possible, about the the qualification, if I may, because some people were asking and didn't understand. I know it's military time, but could you briefly, maybe 30 seconds, if that, it won't take long, because some people didn't understand the UTC, and I was trying to break that down as far as the different time, because of
Okay, so on your, if you go to your rank management report, you have the option of putting the time in local time. Click that, put it in local time, because we don't know where in the world you are, okay? We got people all the way around the globe, okay? So click that so you can start seeing it in local time, because it's going to do UTC by default. That's, the Greenwich Mean Time. Like, I'm in Eastern Standard, which is like 5 hours off of that. Each time zone is going to be different, but you can bring it to time. I also got the IT guys looking to make sure we're finding everywhere where the time is relevant, and so we can change it in all the logging. It's the logging, I suspect, it doesn't benefit from that. I know we have it certain places, but I'm not sure we got it everywhere. But that's being worked on right now too. So you may, Hammond Alexander found us out to start with, where he should have, it appeared that he should have gotten paid on something he didn't get paid on, but because of the time zone, when that particular order came in, that person had already fallen out of qualification, because it happened to the second, not the day. You're thinking like, I got all day. No, you don't. If that let's say the order came in like right now, and I'm looking at the clock, say 203, right? Okay, well, 204, you out. If that's when it was going to expire, 203, you out of qualification. 203 in how many seconds?
Yep.
See what I'm saying? So no. I mean, we warn you and everything. Go get on our show. Go get Dr. Dan. $20. Don't be fooling around with this if it's important to you.
That is
if
the
it's not
reason
important to you, don't complain.
why you should be on
the
nutritional calls,
it's
auto
military
ship.
time, but
It's
still, you gotta
$20 a
go.
month,
And I
and you
love
don't
how
have
you
to
did
worry
that,
about
Roger. It's a blue
falling
block
out of
and it says,
qualification. So you
convert
don't
to
miss
local time.
any
So thank you so much.
of the
So people can
MoreMito
hear.
cash
Thank you.
or
Okay, awesome.
the regular cash.
Thank you.
It's just smart.
Okay, so we're working our way to Davis. It's Quinn Davis. That's one we haven't heard from Fort Lauderdale.
Davis McQueen and McQueen Davis.
Hi, yes, thank you, Mr. Gilbert. You invited me.
Go right ahead.
Thank you. I wanted to know, because I'm 33, and I had my appendix removed. I had appendicitis, and the poison spread from my stomach, and then it, I guess, was going to erupt, so they did a surgery and they took my appendix out. And then after that, I got pregnant. A few years later, I did have an early termination procedure done, and I was on birth control, which was giving me high blood pressure, and they took me off the birth control, and then maybe about 2 years ago, I found out I had fibroids as well. So my question is, for someone who wants to reproduce and someone who wants to try to, exercise regularly without feeling fatigue and without, having the pressure problems.
Right.
Yes.
I got you. So let me respond. Let me respond. I take it you are not currently on MoreMito at this moment.
No.
Is that right? Okay, good.
Yes.
So just so I know, I'm where I should be starting. Okay. All of those things that you talked about benefit from us regrowing your mitochondria. For whatever reason, you get stronger, immune system works better. Things like fundamental things like with this nutrition, we can repair guts, for example. Your body can do that. And that's a major source of autoimmune consequences and things like that, because you got stuff getting in your bloodstream, leaky gut is what they call it. That shouldn't be there, so now your immune system is going after it, okay? So let's quiet all that down.
And then, for whatever reason, all the regulatory functions that your body has seem to improve. Like, because you got hormonal situations. You see it in the extreme when women going through menopause. They're getting tortured, right? And for whatever reason, they get on this technology in addition to us regrowing mitochondria. And the body just seems to be able to normalize stuff that was very problematic, okay? So that's the kind of, the range of experience that I would expect for you. But, get on it, try it, and the worst thing's going to happen is you're going to be healthier than you are today, okay?
Okay, yes, and I also had the COVID vaccinations done as well. So how would that be?
Okay, so I always normalize these COVID conversations because we live in a toxic soup. COVID did not invent toxicity. And doctors, for the most part, have been using toxins to help cure people forever. Okay, so that in and of itself is not new. So I'm not particularly any more concerned about that than anything else. Bottom line is, your body's going to get healthier and be able to regulate itself better once we get this mitochondria back up, whether it's COVID or whatever else it might be. Plus the stuff you don't even know about yet. How about that? You see what I'm saying? So let's just get ourselves healthy and go from there.
Okay, thank you, Esmeralda, and thank you, Dr. Hill. God bless you guys. My prayers, thank you. Love you guys.
Great having you on.
Thank you. Keep
Thank
us
you for your question.
Yes.
They're putting this in overtime now, Dale. I don't know how much longer.
Yes, we are. Lots of good questions.
Okay. All right, Brenda and John, Benton Harbor.
All right. I've unmuted you. Go ahead, Brenda and John.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to say a few things about MoreMito, and that it's really improved my husband's health quite a bit. First of all, with John, he just had a surgery in the GI area, and he just had no energy at all after that. And as soon as we started taking the MoreMito, I mean, it was like day and night. The energy came back, and so a small thing, and arthritis has improved. We've had, high blood pressure. I'm on half or less than half of my medication right now, and also diabetes, and that's improving too. And everything that was wrong with us, which was a lot, has improved.
Yeah.
And I had one though at the beginning, and my knee, And at the beginning, I wanted to share with everyone, but it was kind of difficult to send at first. Now I've gotten used to it, to send the information, the share. But I know you're working in the back office. I was just wondering when you're going to get the flyer set up, or is there anything? Because it's all set together.
We're coming down the home stretch on that. There's a couple things kind of like under the hood, but mostly Dr. Dan and I finalizing those last videos. And we've been working on that very diligently. So soon and very soon, okay, it'll be even more amazing.
Well, thank you so much.
All right.
That you gave. All right.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Okay, Connie and Daryl Huff in Baltimore.
All right, I've unmuted you. Go ahead, Connie and Daryl.
All right. How you doing today, people's family? I want to say it took me like 2 weeks to do my investigation and stuff, right? To get up my confidence.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally got my product. I've been using it for almost 2 weeks, and I can say this. It is helping my eyes because I was having issues at night, and I got retinopathy and all that, right? So I wanted to check it out.
2 weeks.
And I can say I was hesitant, but I did it, and I see that it is working my eyes. Now, I got a whole bunch of other stuff, but I just want to, always want to call and ask stuff. You want to let you know that it is working. So I'm out here telling everybody that it does work. So keep up the good work, my brothers.
All right. Keep telling the truth.
Thank you. All right.
It does work. Okay.
Yes, it does work. I
Thank
keep
you,
telling
thank you.
people that.
All right,
Everybody
looks
say
like
they want to
we
do the
get through
research.
these last
We've
ones
already
pretty
done the
fast.
research. Just share the information. The research is already done. You're really wasting a little time, and I'm just being honest.
All right. I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Good afternoon. It's Suzanne. I am going to be real brief. I just want to say and touch base again that I've enjoyed the calls today. John and Brenda, I'm under them, and Dawn from Concord, North Carolina is my niece, and so we're having some tremendous success. I have, in just 5 weeks' time, grown to almost 60 people now in my group, and I am going to try to compile some testimonials for you somehow and share. But I appreciate everyone's comments today. The calls are just invaluable to me because everyone knows someone that has these conditions. So I just want to give a shout out to all of you and gratefulness for the products. And I'm telling you, my joke is that you guys are going to have to go in hiding if this production ever stops, because we're coming after you if we can't get
I know. I was just telling Bevan that the other day.
Yeah, that's our team.
Yeah, it's not going to be good. So keep it coming. Appreciate the new website, all the features. I've
It's like a drug. You got to have it because you're building that mitochondria up, and your body is.
The ease is great.
Fixing itself, so you got to keep it coming.
Great. So I just want to thank you. I wish I could hug you all. I'm still healing my inflammatory situation with the psoriasis. I've got pictures to update you with soon, and that's going great. And so just love you guys. Keep up the good work, and we'll keep calling in with our thanks.
All right, thank you, Suzanne.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay, so I think Edward Mann has got James on hold, but let's get Shirley right, and we'll try to get ready to wind this up because we're seriously getting into overtime here. But I don't know why some people just say these best ones for the last. But let's see what Shirley and William. Shirley and William.
All right, Shirley and William. I have unmuted you. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. So I just have a question. I've been on the MoreMito for a year. And Wednesday night I had something a little off. I've been fasting and for 12 hours. I've been drinking my water. I go to exercise for that. And I hadn't been doing enough salt for that because I've been going to the bathroom a lot, some flavorful salt to put in there. But I woke up Wednesday morning and I went to the bathroom and I came back and I got real lightheaded. And I was trying to figure out what that was for that. And then today I was washing my head for that and I went down and I got lightheaded for that. But I'm still taking the MoreMito for that. But I'm not eating as much as I was. My whole eating habit has changed. So I'm trying to figure out.
You're trying to figure it out. Okay, so there's so many things other than what our stuff might be doing that could account for that. It's like, where do you begin, right? Are you drinking enough water? Okay. What else is going on? I mean, it's just hard to know.
Okay.
But, get in touch with Dr. Dan or Dr. Joy, do some nutritional counseling, let them try to figure out, where the issue might be. If it's not just, you need to take more, Mito. How much are you taking, by the way?
Well, one day I took a whole bottle from that morning to that evening. Then the next day I went back
a whole bottle.
2 in the morning and 2 in the evening for that. And then I went to exercise.
2 what?
2 liters. I'm sorry. The little
2 milliliters. Two of the drop. Okay, so that's a modest amount for somebody who's concerned about stuff. Like that's the standard doses, right? And that's to the milliliter line. So people say I took 2, they're down there where it's at 0.25. I'm talking about 1 ml. Okay, times 4. That's the standard dosage. So from there, I could easily suggest that you take more. you know, that's what you do when you have more requirements. You got to respond with more, right?
Okay,
So
will you
give
have,
that a try.
okay, could you have a person have Dr. Joy to call me, please, sir?
Okay, so let's take a screenshot. Send that screenshot to Dr. Joy. Dale, please. I will do the same thing.
Yep, I got
back up. Okay, still right there.
Okay, thank y'all so very much.
All
Have
right.
a blessed week.
Okay,
You too.
Shirley.
Thank you.
Man.
All right, sure.
Man, I'm slow on the draw today. With my screenshots, Dale. I mean, come on now. Oh, no wonder.
Getting them
I
quick,
have it
huh?
in delay 6 seconds. Okay, now I got it. Okay, good. We'll get that over to Dr. Joy. Okay, so, all right, so this is it. Cynthia Sedgwick, you're the last one, okay? Cynthia Sedgwick.
All right, Cynthia, I have unmuted you. Go ahead.
Thank you so much.
Cynthia, how are you? We got you.
I'm doing well.
Grand Prairie. Okay.
Well, comment on the lady before me. The lightheadedness, she might need to check her ears for maybe an ear infection.
We have no idea what it might be. I mean, it's like, could be anything.
But I'm just saying that sometimes, that takes place. For me, when I'm lightheaded or have something like that, it's my ear. But my little Gigi, she's 7.5 years old. She's on MoreMito. She had a strep throat and RSV about 2 weeks ago, and we got the MoreMito and we put it on her, and she started coming around by the next day because she was throwing up a lot and everything. And she stopped throwing up, and she started feeling better, and she was able to eventually go back to school. Went back to school, and she has had a peanut allergy, and a little girl put some peanut pretzels in front of her face, trying to get her to eat it, and then she started throwing up. And at that point, she's been having she was weak, and she still has somewhat of a cough from that RSV.
Okay.
And now
so I'm listening for your question for us. Okay, get me to your question.
Yeah,
Go
but
ahead.
right now she's in the hospital, and they admitted her yesterday. Her spleen was enlarged, and they gave her a blood transfusion. She also has sickle cell. So my question to you is, her mother's been putting it on the belly button, has been giving her the MoreMito. And since she's in the hospital, we can't do anything. What would your suggestion be?
Okay, you just said she's in the hospital, so we can't do anything. Okay, now, I'm always focused on, do I have all my basic nutrition in place? Okay, someone earlier was talking about magnesium and things like that. All those are good things, but look at your results from your test that you're taking and see if you have deficiencies in any of those areas. Always a good chance. You should always have like omega-3s and things in your diet. And whether you take fish oil like I do every day at Dr. Dan's recommendation, maybe just eat sardines. There's lots of ways to do that. So just pay attention to all the basic stuff. Make sure we don't have any potholes, as I like to put it, in that basic nutrition. And beyond that, if you've been on Mito for any period of time, taking the minimum doses, by all means, increase it. And let's see what that does. Okay?
You mean
we're not
as a child?
That same thing. She's 8 years old. So whatever you've been giving her, give her more. Okay, you got a baseline, right? You have been giving it to her before. That's how I took it. If I'm wrong, you can correct me. But
Yes.
whatever she's taking, give her more. Yeah, so
Okay.
whatever she's taking, give her more. And just patiently walk that up, looking for a tipping point that you might be able to get to by doing that. You know, because like I say, we're not conditioned. We get in where you're getting enough to make a difference. Okay? But you'll only find that by giving her more. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because like I say, the thing I want everybody to get is we're not condition specific. It's not like we're going to do something different this versus that. Because we're at the nourishment level. Your body is so intelligent, it's like a supercomputer. So we don't need to try to outsmart it. What we need to do is up the nourishment with this mitochondria stuff. Okay. And then of course we give all the fitness stuff. When I get these questions like knowing what I know, you'll be surprised at all the stuff that people are doing that they don't tell us. You know what I mean? I'm not putting that on you, but I'm just saying in general. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I took your stuff and I didn't get anything wrong. And then they die, and we go over their house and got all their candy over there. You know, I mean, I'm sorry, that does not apply to your situation with your daughter, okay? But I'm just using that as an extreme example, and I'm not just speaking, I'm speaking to everyone who is listening, okay? Like, realize that you got 360 degrees here of things that are impacting you coming from all kinds of angles, not just the part that we're trying to address. And you must take all of that into consideration. We can't fix all your bad habits. And again, I emphasize, I'm not saying you got any bad habits. I'm talking to all the hundreds of people that are listening to me right now. Okay? So there you go.
Okay.
My specific guidance to her is whatever amounts you've been given, increase those, and let's see what we do. If you want to get back to me directly, we have an offline conversation. I'm open to that. Just contact customer service, and I'm going to call you back, okay?
Okay. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, folks, come back on Monday night. We'll try it again, okay? That goes with walking pneumonia and boogie woogie flu deal.
That's right.
You get the last
Absolutely.
word.
Listen, everybody, we had a great call. We just love answering your questions. We know you walk away with the knowledge. Every question you ask helps the people with the same question, but they don't ask it. So this is phenomenal. You're the best part of MoreMito. Let's get the word out. There are people around you suffering. You've got the secret. Share it. We'll see you all Monday evening. Matthew, Roger.
Yeah, we got more exciting stuff in store. Can't wait for the next exciting episode. See.
Was that not awesome, guys? I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope that you take the initiative to go get your mitochondria built up by using the natural product. Remember, it's considered a food. As y'all heard Mr. Hill, the CEO, say, mitochondria was as serious as, if you lose your mitochondria, you could just drop dead. Okay, that tells you that it's very serious in your body. Okay, so you want to go out and build your mitochondria up. Put the website in the description that you can go to, unless you're referred by somebody else. If you're referred by someone else, you always get back to the person that referred you. Otherwise, you can go to moremito.com/S Alford. That's moremito.com/SALFORD. Then you want to go to, if you're on the computer, you're going to go to join. If you're on the phone, you're going to go to menu, then join. Then you would go to referring customer, and then you'll fill out that information. It's going to ask for your name, your address, your phone number for you to pick a username and password, and click that you're not a robot and register. And your website is up just like that. Your free customer website is up just like that, guys. And that's where you can go in your back office, and you can order your Renew Brain and Body bundle. We also tell you how to do that on the Health of Web Show with Stephanie on YouTube. If you go under the playlist, we go under training, and it has the information that you need to come in and be very successful as a customer. Once you create your free customer website, then you want to go and create your free MoreMito app by going to either your Play Store or your app store. And once you download your app, it'll ask for your username and password. It's the same username and password that you use to create your free customer website. So we hope that you have enjoyed listening to the Health Award Show with Stephanie, learning about how to build your mitochondria up. And we look forward to you coming on, being a customer, getting your mitochondria built up the natural way. Remember, this is considered a food, and this is how you build your mitochondria up, right? This is for the people. And then for those of y'all that have the little furry friends, the pets, this is for the pets. So go ahead, create your free customer website, and let's get your orders done. If you have questions, you can always put it in the comments, and we look forward to see how the product and the technology works with your mitochondria and your body. Have a blessed one.